Hey guys, welcome to a new video. It's True Southpaw here, and today we're going to be going over the Canelo vs Golovkin fight number 1. We're going to go over every round. I'm going to say what I saw, and I know this is a very controversial fight. A lot of people had it 116 to 112 Golovkin, and I understand that completely. I went over the fight round by round, watched every single round twice. Basically, we'll just watch the fight twice. And I saw if I gave a round to Canelo, then it was like a close round. Like only like the first couple rounds that I gave to Canelo, there's only a couple rounds in there that giving to Canelo like is really deserving of Canelo. The Triple G ones, Triple G deserved every single round that he won, and that's why in this first fight the draw, Canelo's my favorite fighter. A lot of my style takes after him, but Golovkin, I think he could have won. Definitely won. It should have definitely won that fight. But I actually had it 114-114. I had it as a draw, and we'll actually go right over the rounds. I'll show you guys what I saw. So let's go right to it. Got the boxing glove on just to talk about boxing. Yeah. So, anyways, first round I gave to Triple G. And a lot was because he established his jab a lot. Triple G, he generally comes out with his hands like this, and sometimes he'll do that. He'll do his circular motion, kind of like what Loma does. But like, his aggression. Triple G's aggression is just crazy. And you know what? Fair play to Canelo. Like Canelo, he put himself against the ropes and just shoulder roll, blocked all that stuff. But I gave the first round into Triple G because he established the jab. He established the jab very well. And maybe not landing all of them, but he definitely pushed the pace in that first round. He definitely pushed the pace. So I gave the first round to Golovkin. Alright, second round I gave to Canelo. Mostly for he pushed that pace in the second round. He came back in the second round, pushed the plays, and defense scores. A lot of people don't know this, but defense does score in boxing. So if you're slipping shots and your opponent isn't able to hit you, defense scores you points. And Canelo was slipping shots in that second round. He was up against the ropes. He was slipping everything in that second round. But he did push the pace as well. And a lot of the story of this fight was Canelo would come out in the first minute, completely dominate Golovkin. And then the last 2 minutes, or like the first half of a round, it'd be Canelo. Second half of the round, it'd be Golovkin. So it'd be really, really, really hard to score these rounds. But like, I so far it's 1-1. So far it's 18-18. I'm sorry, 19-19. Alright, that third round was a close round, and a lot of people gave it to actually Canelo. But I actually gave it to Triple G. He was aggressive as usual, and he started quite strong. One thing in that third round, he started pretty decent, and he ended pretty decent. The middle was Canelo, sure, but like Triple G's aggressiveness in there, and he started strong and ending strong, well, the judges are going to remember that he ended strong, first of all. And Canelo didn't really end strong in too many of these rounds, I'm going to be honest with you. But Golovkin was ending strong, especially in this round. So I gave this round to Golovkin, and right now it's 2-1 Golovkin. Alright, now it's the fourth round, and I actually gave the fourth round to Canelo. He had some really good shots in this round, and I think he landed that uppercut in that round. If not, it was in the later rounds. But he also had great defense. As I said before, defense scores you points, and people don't realize that defense does score you points. And I thought Canelo had some really good shots in this round. I mean, so did Golovkin, but I give this round to Canelo. And at this point, it's 2-2 for. I think everyone had it 2-2 within the first 4 rounds. But yeah, I have this round number 4 to Canelo. All right, now round number 5, I gave to actually Triple G, and he won that round with. It was a close round. I put on my sheet, it was some really good defense from Canelo, but the aggression from Triple G in that 5th round is some of the best aggression in that fight, or like ever I've seen. Like Triple G won that round from straight up aggression. Otherwise, I would have given it. I actually had it to Canelo. Then I looked back on it, and I was like, dang, Triple G's aggression was phenomenal. So I actually, round 5 is Triple G. So right now it's 3-2 Triple G. Round number 6, some of the same stuff. Triple G I gave it to him. Triple round 6, I gave it Triple G. He had some really great aggression as usual and some good offense. Actually, this round was really good offensively for Triple G, and this was when Canelo was starting to get a bit more tired, putting himself against the ropes and kind of just trying to shoulder roll and trying to dodge everything and just slipping side to side. You know what? He was doing pretty good with that. I'll give him that. But, like, there's a scoring system still. And Canelo's defense is not going to win over Golovkin's aggression. That's a fact. So, Golovkin wins the 6th round. Again, right now it's 4-2 to Golovkin, and we'll see what happens. Alright, round number 7, I also gave to Triple G, so that's 3 rounds straight for Triple G. And I gave it because his defense was quite good. He had some really good shots, and he had some great aggression as usual. The story throughout the fight, really good aggression from Golovkin. And this round he had some really good shots too. I mean, normally the rounds were back and forth, but Golovkin normally ended the round really well, and he was hitting some really good shots. So, like one thing I definitely saw was like when Golovkin had Canelo up against the ropes, he was just probing him. He was just probing him with the jab and stuff like that. He wasn't gonna hit him very hard, at least at the beginning of the fight. As of the 2nd round, 8th round, as the round started to get higher, Golovkin kind of lost a bit of respect for Canelo's power, and he started coming at him. And one thing I was seeing was Golovkin was hitting him with the jab, the straight, and the hook. So a pretty decent combo. Mostly the jab straight, or a jab hook, and most of the time it was doing pretty good, especially in the 2nd round. So 7th round. So that's what I was. Alright, as of now, I believe it is 5-2 to Triple G. So, basically, Canelo just, like, he needs to pull in clutch. You know what? In this 8th round, he does. Canelo gets that. He has some really great defense and some really great shots. Then again, this round 8 is the round where it was between a draw and Golovkin winning. So, one of the judges gave it 115 to 113. And that was probably, I haven't seen your score sheet, but it was probably because of that 8th round. That 8th round was, like, it was spectacular, but it sucked to be a judge for that 8th round. I personally gave it to Canelo, and obviously, and probably the person who scored it 114, along with me, probably scored it for Canelo as well. So the majority had it towards Canelo, I'm guessing at least. But right now, it's 5-3 Golovkin. So, Golovkin needs this right now. I believe it's 5-3. Yeah, it's 5-3 Golovkin right now. So, I mean, that was a really close round. Round 8 is kind of the decider here. I looked over it. Round 8 seemed like it was the decider. So, right now it's 5-3 Golovkin. Alright, that round 9, it was a really great round for Canelo. He had some great offense in that round. A lot of good combos. And one combo I was definitely seeing from Canelo is jab straight and then to the body and then jab and then straight again. That was one combo. He would come in straight. It's like boom, 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 boom. He would, and most of them were to the body. Canelo went to the body a lot. Canelo loves to go to the body. I love going to the body. Going to the body is awesome, man. I love it. It's like because they're scoring shots, and they hurt more than headshots do most of the time. And Canelo won this round. I thought he won the 9th. I thought he won the 8th as well. So right, so. Right now it's 5-4 actually. It's getting closer. It's 5-4 and we'll see what happens. So right now it's 5-4 for Golovkin. Round 10, Canelo had a really good start, and that's why I give the round to Canelo. Otherwise it would go on Triple G. He had some really great defense at the end actually. He had a really good start and really good ending with defense. Start was really offensive as usual. That's the story of the fight. And the end was really defensive. But Golovkin wasn't hitting much at the end. In that 10th round, I gave it to Canelo because Golovkin wasn't hitting much at the end. I think Canelo probably outstruck him that round as well, I believe. I believe he did. So, I'll have to look back on that. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, I gave the 10th round to Canelo, which makes it 5-5. So, Canelo kind of made a bit of a comeback with a controversial round 8, right? So, it's 5-5. Right now, it's all tied up. Alright, we are one round into the championship rounds. And in round 11 goes to Triple G. It is 6-5 Triple G. He had phenomenal pressure this round as usual. I just wrote down phenomenal pressure. And he has really great offense too. And for the later rounds, give it to Golovkin, man. I gotta give it to Golovkin. And the fact that he had phenomenal pressure in this round, the fact that I even wrote down phenomenal and tried to spell that, like, it's pretty. I must have been pretty impressed. So that 11th round goes to Golovkin. It's 6-5 Golovkin. Canelo needs to pull out a draw, otherwise Golovkin's winning. Easy. All right, now we have the final round of this fight, of this legacy fight, this awesome fight. I gave it to Canelo. I mean, you probably guessed that because I already had it as a draw. So he had a great start and just did a very good round for Canelo. And obviously the big flurry at the end for both of them is pretty crazy. And like he had a really good first half of the round. Second half he slowed down, but Golovkin didn't do too much to him right there. So it was kind of like, I mean, I think Canelo, if I was in the judge's seat, I would have given it to Canelo anyways, because like from there, it just seemed like it was Canelo's round. And he was good ending, which makes it 6-6, 114-114. So the people out there that are saying that Canelo should have won, well, you're incorrect. And I'm a huge Canelo fan, my favorite fighter. People out there saying Golovkin could have won. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. 115-113 if you're going to give it anything. Because that 8th round is very debatable. And that 8th round is where I look back and I'm like, I'm not too sure. And I gave it to Canelo, which is controversial. But I gave it to Canelo because he had some really great defense and he landed some pretty good shots. And I put an asterisk next to it because I was like, okay, I need to talk about this round. And that 8th round was crazy. If I gave it to Golovkin, Golovkin would have won. And I think the judge who did give it to Golovkin, well, he won. But obviously, it ended up being a draw anyways. It was 114-114 in real life. Split decision draw. And I'm giving it a draw because that's what I believe it is. And yeah, so this is actually my first overlook on a fight, which actually was kind of fun. It was a lot of fun. And watching Canelo and Golovkin is awesome. So I definitely enjoyed doing that. So I'm definitely going to do the rematch. I actually already started the rematch. I'm four rounds in. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is True Southpaw out.